Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Purposeful and Profitable Podcast. I'm Yvonne A. Jones, and today we are exploring something that doesn't always get the recognition it deserves, yet it quietly shapes your success more than almost anything else. And that is your ability to stay calm in the midst of turmoil. Today's episode is entitled Calm in the Midst of Turmoil, the quiet advantage that grows your influence and your income. Now, when you hear the word calm, what comes to mind? In this episode, we're not talking about calm as in silence, calm as in resignation, but calm as a form of strength, calm as authority, and calm as a leadership skill that becomes more valuable the longer you're in business. Especially for midlife entrepreneurs, calm is not a luxury. It's a business advantage. And that's the perspective I want you to keep in mind. The truth is, we often overlook, and that is, you don't have to be loud to make an impact. You don't have to rush to be effective. You don't have to match the world's pace to become a profitable business. Some of the most influential leaders don't raise their voices. They raise the quality of their presence. And presence, more than pressure, creates results. Let me share a moment from not too long ago. I had one of those weeks where everything seemed to collide at once. I was running a mastermind where I showed up for my group every week, dealing with unexpected tech issues, managing family commitments, juggling deadlines that seemed to multiply overnight, and to top it all off, a medical challenge that appeared out of seemingly nowhere. Now, the old version of me would have pushed harder, moved faster, and tried to power my way through the chaos. But I had already learned an important truth. Urgency rarely leads to clarity. Got that? Urgency rarely leads to clarity. So what did I do? I paused, just for a few minutes, and I whispered a short prayer. I then walked out into my backyard garden, took several deep breaths, and allowed my mind to settle. And in that small pause, in those few minutes, something shifted. I saw the next step clearly. I knew what mattered, and everything felt lighter. That was the power of calm, not as an escape, but as a strategy. So, why would calm be a strategic asset? The reason for that is that calm is not passive. Calm is leadership, and leadership attracts opportunity. Here's why calm becomes a profit-driving skill. For one thing, calm improves your decision making. You see, rushed decisions often lead to missteps, whereas calm creates space for discernment. Calm strengthens your personal brand. People trust a steady presence. They want to work with someone who brings clarity, not chaos. Calm attracts better clients. Your presence becomes part of the value that you offer, and clients feel more supported, more seen, and more confident when working with someone who is grounded, that is calm and focused. And finally, calm enhances your visibility. You see, many entrepreneurs disappear when they feel overwhelmed, but calm keeps you consistent. Consistency leads to recognition, and recognition leads to growth. Now, there's a myth in business, especially online, that says you have to be bold, loud, and constantly visible to succeed. But the truth, especially for midlife entrepreneurs, is that quiet confidence is still confidence. Steady leadership is still leadership. And calm can be just as powerful, if not more so, than intensity. You don't have to be the loudest voice in the room. You just have to be the clearest. Clarity is so much more important. How do we turn calm into a practical profit-driving advantage in your business? One way is to step away to reset your mind. One of the fastest ways to regain clarity is to physically step away from where you're working, and you've probably heard this many times. Take a 5 to 10 minute walk. Do a quick round of jumping jacks if you're feeling energetic. Or spend a few minutes doing something that makes you laugh. Playing with your child or your grandchild, or playing with your pet. These brief resets interrupt overwhelm, refresh your thinking, and help you to return with sharper focus. And why does it matter? Because clear thinking leads to better decisions, and that leads to more effective leadership. Now, make decisions when you're steady, not rushed, is point number 2. Before reacting, give yourself a small pause, even 30 to 60 seconds, and you do this to ask, what's the priority here? What outcome do I want? And what can wait until later? You see, this isn't about spirituality or energy. It's simply good business practice. You make better decisions when you're not under pressure. Point number 4 is to let your calm shape how you respond to others. Your tone sets the tone. When you respond thoughtfully instead of reacting quickly, conversations become more productive. Solutions are easier to find, misunderstandings are reduced, and ultimately trust grows. Your calm strengthens your credibility in every interaction. And finally, build small daily habits that support focus. You don't need complicated routines, just simple anchors throughout the day. For example, 10 minutes of quiet before checking your phone, a midday pause to check in with your priorities, and, very important, a short end-of-day review to set up tomorrow. That is something I've practiced for years, and doing so, when you practice this, it keeps you calm and in control when you start your day, because you know ahead what your most important tasks are. These small habits eliminate noise and help you stay on track. Now, whether you're mentoring, coaching, writing, or consulting, your calm becomes part of your value. Your clients feel safer, your audience feels more drawn in, and community, if you have one, like a membership, your community feels more supported. And that emotional safety builds loyalty, referrals, and long-term relationships. And isn't that what we want in our business? So as we close today, I want to leave you with this question. Actually, it's a reflection, and only you can answer this. Where in your business do you lose your calm most often? And how would your results change if you brought a little bit more steadiness to that one area this week? Remember, you don't have to push harder to succeed. You don't have to chase visibility. You don't have to match the noise of the world. Your experience as a midlife entrepreneur is your advantage. Your clarity is your strength, and your calm is part of your leadership. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Purposeful and Profitable Podcast. If today's message resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs a reminder that their calm is not a weakness, it's a power. Until next time, take care of yourself. Stay purposeful, stay profitable, and stay calm. I am Yvonne A. Jones, and I thank you for spending this time with me.